Hi, welcome back to Pathfinders. I'm Erin, and thanks for joining me again. Thank you for all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you watching my videos. And if you do like these videos, please leave a comment, please, in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear if these are resonating with you and just get to know you. And yeah, let me know if you're enjoying these videos and how they are touching your life. It would really help me to know that I am doing a good job, that I am helping, that I'm being of service. That's what I want to do. That's my intention, is to serve you, is to give people guidance that they may be looking for, and maybe a word that they might need, some encouragement. And it will help me greatly to know that this is serving that purpose, and that I am helping, and that this is helping you to maybe get some clarity, some wisdom, and some guidance for your journey. So thank you again for joining me. This is a general reading for the sign of Gemini. So I'm just going to try to keep these short and sweet so that I can get more of these out, because I'm sort of running behind. I want to get out all the November readings in this first week, and so I'm really pressed for time. I don't have a lot of spare time, but I love doing this for you, and I just enjoy it so much that but in order to get all of the signs out, I'm going to have to try to keep them a little bit shorter. Now, if you would like to dive deeper and to get more clarity on your situation, then you can schedule a private reading. And you can do that by leaving a comment in the comment section below. Let me know that you're interested in a private reading. I will contact you and we will set that up. So let's go ahead and get started. This will not resonate for everyone, but again, this is a general reading for the sign of Gemini, and I'm just did a quick 5-card spread, past, present, future, and sort of the outcome card. And there you are. The first card is the Prince of Swords in reverse. I'm going to try to get the lighting right here. So this is Gemini. There you are. And it did come out in the reverse. So this is in the past position. So, you know, we are in Mercury Retrograde right now in the sign of Scorpio, which was the next card out, is the Death card, which represents Scorpio season. So I think that's what this is all about. We are in Mercury retrograde in the sign of Scorpio. And so maybe in your past, and in your, you know, this is the prince, this is a younger person, a younger male energy, could be female energy as well. But this is definitely the sign of Gemini. And maybe in your past, you were a little bit hasty, or maybe a lot hasty with your words, not able to control your communication. Gemini is a quick-witted, fast-talking, you know, intellectual, very smart, very sharp, very witty, and very just, they're usually, you know, do very well with their words, right? They're the communicators. Mercury is the communicator, the messenger. And but in the reverse here, you know, when we are you know, not in our power, or even in Mercury retrograde, we can have a hard time communicating, which I'm kind of having now. But this character here can be kind of, he can use his intellect and his mind and his because he knows he's smart. He knows what he's talking about, and sometimes he can get a little conceited, or he can get a little harsh with his words. He can be cruel. He can be sort of arrogant, prideful a little bit, and just argumentative, confrontational, and just kind of this can use that intellect and that power of thought and mind to sort of manipulate people, or to be harsh and cruel and unkind with their words. So, that can happen for all of us. But this is, this was in your past, and you may be going through a transformation, and maybe looking back with Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. We're looking back at how we communicate our truths, how we communicate our vulnerabilities to people. If we're too immature to be vulnerable, then a lot of times it can come out as anger, as harsh words, as cruelty, because we don't know how to communicate our deepest feelings and our deepest truths and that sort of thing. So this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, we're looking back at how we communicate our deepest truths, our deepest, I want to say secrets, because Scorpio can be a very secretive sign, very private. They don't like to reveal secrets. When we have the death card, it doesn't always symbolize a physical death, but it's a transformation, it's a change. But in the reverse, it can be resistance to letting go. It can be a resistance to releasing the past. And then, like I said, again, we're in Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. We're having to go back and review, reassess, relearn, rethink, all the rewords, like just review, I guess, how we have been communicating. Have we been communicating our truth? Have we been communicating with sensitivity, kindness, love, just gentleness, vulnerability? And maybe in the past, we were not mature enough to do that. And we're all having to go back and review this sort of thing and release release the pain from the past, release our need to hide our truth. And this Prince of Swords in the reverse can be just kind of cruel. It's kind of a jerk, not real sensitive, and not real kind. But this, yeah. So it could be that we are not letting go of that tendency, maybe, or we're having to, I don't know, maybe not willing to face that we are causing a lot of conflict. We are causing hurt with our words. And this guy can just sort of argue just for argument's sake, always needing to prove a point, always needing to be right, always just being harsh and insensitive. So that's in the past position, but and there's a need to release that. So in the future, I feel like this is the Four of Wands in reverse. And that's like a lack of, just not having fun, not enjoying life, maybe being not celebrating life enough, not having enough fun. I think because maybe there's just too much arguing, too much conflict, too much of this one-upping, too much maybe immaturity, fighting, ego. The Prince of Swords in the reverse can be sort of narcissistic and unkind, insensitive, like I said, and just taking himself and life too seriously, you know. And this is the Four of Wands in reverse, is just, it can be an unhappy home, unhappy marriage, just not enjoying and celebrating, and not, like I said, not having enough fun. Just maybe need to lighten up and enjoy what you have, instead of this Nine of Swords. We've got the Prince of Swords and the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is saying that you are you've come through this period of fighting, conflict, anxiety, and this is the Nine of Swords in reverse is saying that you have come through the worst of it, that you've been through the worst of it. And your next card is then, the outcome card is the Ace of Swords, which is beautiful. That is a brand new beginning. So to me, what I see here is that you're going back with Mercury retrograde and looking over, reviewing your communication, and have I maybe saying to yourself, have I been cruel? Have I been insensitive? Have I been arguing just for argument's sake, and kind of like being argumentative and causing conflict in my life, in my home, in my marriage, and not just being lighthearted and enjoying my life, enjoying what I have. So this is clarity regarding your thinking, and this is clarity, a new start. Maybe you're deciding that, okay, I'm going to change and transform, let go of that way of thinking, let go of that way of communicating, release that sort of narcissism, release that immaturity, and let go of the past, let go of that way of communicating, and use your sword, use your words, your intellect, your mind, for really to be a light, to be something bright and beautiful and light. I see, like, you know, just really empowering, being empowering, uplifting, and focusing the mind, focusing the thoughts, maybe practicing meditation, and really getting your mind right, in the right mental space to think clearly, to speak clearly, to speak only positive, uplifting, encouraging words. And maybe you're even practicing, you might be writing these things down, maybe in a journal, writing down affirmations, listening to affirmations, just filling your mind with more positive thoughts instead of the negative and the trying to rid yourself of this anxious thoughts. Yeah, and I see this is just a beautiful new either opportunity, or you're taking the opportunity to write down positive affirmations, use positive thinking, to use your words in a more positive light, and a more sort of truth is what I hear. So speak your truth with more light, lightly, to use your words to speak your truth, but in a light and uplifting manner. So that's what I see. This could even be writing, publishing, some sort of mental, like I said, study, or you could be using affirmations and really trying to get your mind in a more positive place. And I see that coming. That is, I think there's going to be a release of the anxiety from the past, the sort of that way of communicating. And you're going to now be using your thoughts and your words to be more uplifting and positive, and to just lighten up and to speak more positive words, think more positive. So I hope that has been helpful to you, Gemini, and I hope this has resonated with some of you. I see a beautiful new opportunity to speak your truth, to live your truth, to be authentic, to let go of and release any anxiety and negativity in your thinking and your thoughts and your communication, and to be a force for positive thoughts, words, and communication in the world, and to just share your light. So thank you for listening, and I hope that you will tune in again. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell so that you will be notified for more videos. Thank you.